Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is November 17th, 2021, and this is one of our tomato plants here that's growing in the greenhouse. Now this was a mystery tomato plant. When it first came up, we had no idea what it was. I had previously grown tomatoes in the greenhouse in previous crops over the winter time, and I had some in here that were in here for like 2 years, and wasn't exactly sure what this was going to be. But it turned out to be an heirloom Mr. Stripey tomato plant. And this one, it dropped the seeds and it's actually growing from the floor. So we kind of like caged it up sort of through, we sort of caged it up through our fencing. And this thing grew really large in the greenhouse over the springtime and through summer. So I trimmed it back and you can see it is blooming again. So what I'm actually going to be doing with this particular tomato plant is, because Mr. Stripey is an heirloom tomato, and I really like this one. It has a wonderful flavor to it. I did do a review of the Mr. Stripey tomato on my channel. Mr. Stripey tomatoes are, for one, they're an heirloom, and another thing, they're very sweet. They're not like really bittery or have a lot of acid to them like some of your other tomato varieties. It is like a, I'm going to call it a marble colored tomato. It has like your oranges and your yellows and your reds in it. So it's a very sweet tomato, low in acid, and it's one of my dad's favorites. We've given, the fruits away to different people and they really liked it. So it's one that we've grown for many, many years, and we have our own seeds now that we do. So this particular plant here, when I get closer to starting my tomatoes, like from seed, I'm going to actually do stem cuttings from this. Now it's really warm in the greenhouse. I don't need my jacket on, but it's still cooler outside. So when I go outside, I do need my jacket on. But I will be taking stem cuttings of this tomato plant here and propagating it that way. And that's going to give me an exact duplicate and clone of this particular plant that's growing here. And when I do that next year, I'm going to come back with a video and I'll show you how to actually do tomato cuttings for stem cuttings. So we do have to keep the tomato plants in check when they're growing in the greenhouse, because they will just get that large that they will take up so much of my shelves, and it really decreases the airflow when they do that. So we kind of trim them, and we try and keep that airflow, and we try and watch for disease and watch for pests. But the Mr. Stripey tomato makes an excellent greenhouse crop from what we found. Like I said, I've been growing Mr. Stripey tomatoes in the greenhouse for like 3 years now, and they've done very well for us. We do sometimes put on the artificial lighting. I have a Shanksite LED grow light, and I have a few of those that I use in the greenhouses to keep the plants blooming. But this one here is going on its own. We haven't turned the lights on yet. So I am gardening in Pennsylvania in Zone 5B, and the garden outside is completely done. So to have your nice fresh tomatoes in like December and January is really nice. Now this one would have been giving like in November, but being that I cut it back so hard because of how much it had overtaken, it's taken it a little bit to come back. It's really coming back nice. It has a nice full growth to it, and it's a lot more compact than what it was. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. That tells I put a new video on. You can also follow me on Twitter. I have a link down in the description to my Twitter account. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a nice day. Bye!